everyone, Valerie here. This is a December edition of what to sow, grow and do. So what can we sow in December? Well, it's a bit miserable outside, so I don't think we can sow seeds in the garden unless you're fortunate enough to live in a very warm country. But here in Scotland, it's sowing indoors or nowhere. So that's what I've been doing. I've been sowing micro veg indoors. I'll just show you what I've got. These here are micro radish seeds and they're just about ready to cut and put in my sandwich. They're absolutely lovely. They've got a very strong flavour. I've also sown pea seeds and they're coming up a tree. Also one little rogue radish one that got in there. I don't know how I did that. I saved these just to show you actually. You don't really want them to get much longer than that. But these were the pea seeds I grew a fortnight ago. And they were lovely, I tell you. I save all my tomato pots I get through the year from the supermarket. And I grow them in those. They're an absolute ideal size. If you look at the peas, look at it coming out underneath. There's only that much soil in the actual pots. And if I get it a bit closer, I wonder if you can see the peas actually shooting. Amazing things. So save your tomato pots because they've got holes in them and they're ideal for this sort of thing on the windowsill. You can just get a longer tray, like I just save little dishes like that. And it makes a good water tray. But you can also put things like cress in now. I will be growing these probably in the next couple of days. But if you've got things like cabbage, kale, broccoli, any sort of seed like that that you've got left over and don't know what to do with, just put them in trays like this on your windowsill and within a few days you'll have tiny micro veg that you can use either raw in salads or your sandwich or stir-fried if they're a little bigger. They're really excellent for that. The other seed that is traditionally sown in December, but right at the end of December, is onion seed. This particular one I'm growing this year is called ciboulette. Excuse my French. I know it comes from ciboulette, which is French for chives, and this is a take on it, I think, because this is like a bunching onion. It's a perennial and it grows in a bunch, and the leaves are hollow and they can be used as a substitute for something like chives, which is, I imagine, where the name comes from. But also the bulbs on the end, they bunch together and they're a little bit like a spring onion type bulb, but much stronger. Very good onion, this one. And it's winter hardy, so you can grow it in December and you can just keep it going because it's a perennial one. So that's what to sow in December. But what can you grow? Is it beyond us to grow things in December? No, it isn't. This is the time to get all your bare root trees in, your shrubs. You know, it's a good month while the weather's still holding off on the milder side. Also, it's a time to take cuttings. I'll just grab these and show you. I've actually got some here that I'm planning to pot on. I've got these ones are from blueberries. These ones are from red currants. And I've got 6 different types that I'm going to make a video about, show you how I take the cuttings and pot them onto root. And by this time next year, you'll have lovely little shrubs you can make a new fruit garden out of. There's loads of different types of cuttings to be taken at this time of year. Not only the hardwood cuttings from bushes and shrubs. Actually, you could check out one of my earlier videos on taking summer cuttings. It's also a good time to take root cuttings from perennial plants like the oriental poppies and Japanese anemones. Also, it's a time to divide clumps of perennial plants if you have some you want to increase in stock. So what can you do in the garden at this time of year? Do you want to be in the garden at this time of year? Of course you do. What you need to do now is start clearing the beds of all the finished vegetables and spreading your compost on plants, shrubs, trees, however much compost you've got, spread it around and give them a feed over winter so that the worms can take it into the soil ready for spring and the new growth spurt we're all waiting for now. So you clear your garden, spread your compost. That's the main things to do in the garden this time of year. And then you need to come in and warm up with a nice cup of tea, put your feet up and get your seed catalogues out and make sure that you've got everything to hand that you need to get going next year, because it'll be here before you realise it. So that's about it from Valerie this month at What to Sow, Grow and Do. I hope you found something useful in there. So until next time, it's bye-bye for now.